All right, everybody, welcome. I'm just going to go through a quick rundown of how to use Slack and how to access it. Slack is what we're going to be using for the class for the rest of the semester, it seems like. It's a really good application to communicate with each other, share files, all that kind of good stuff. So it's definitely going to help us. It's also integrated well with Google Drive and Zoom, which we use for our live conferences. So in your UNLV email, whichever you get your school mail to, you're going to find an invitation to your section's urban adventure class. So just as an example, it'll look something like this. Join TU Urban Adventure, so that's for Tuesday. Then you would join, and just in case you ever needed the URL, it's down here. It's this first section before .slack.com. Join now. It'll take you to slack.com. And if you're already logged in, it'll take you right through the login process. If you're not logged in, it will take you to a login page where you simply enter your email and your password, and that's pretty self-explanatory how to set that up. That's just like any other social media site or media site that you've ever signed up for. So just to give you an idea of what is here, first of all, you can edit your profile here. You can set your status, whether you want to set it to in a meeting, commuting, out sick, vacation, blah, blah, all these things. I don't think you would use any of these. Generally, the green dot is enough to tell everybody you're online. And if it's not green, if it's just blank, then it means you're offline. So, for instance, down here, you can see that Professor Darwin is online, but Professor Yvette is not. You can also set for a do not disturb, just in case. I can't imagine too many reasons why you guys would need that, but that is there as well. You can also view profile. That'll pop up your profile to the right. You can edit. You can add an avatar or profile photo here. Edit how your name is displayed. We do want you to use the name that you use in class. Just makes it easier for everybody. So as you can see, since I'm a graduate assistant, I just put my name and then support just so everybody knows. Phone number, don't think that's necessary. Time zone, though, is kind of important because it will show when you scroll over someone else's profile what time zone they're currently in. So that might be good if you're doing some work outside of class or you need to communicate someone. It just gives you an idea of when an appropriate time to message them would be. When we go down to people here, this will show you a full roster of everybody inside the course. So as you can see, there's not that many people yet, but it will fill up with all of y'all. Apps, this will show you what can be integrated with Slack. So we already have Google Drive synced with this Slack workspace. And it looks like we'll probably integrate Zoom as well. And so that'll be easy for everybody. So you'll be able to access everything from here, which will be really nice. You won't have to hop around, 80 different web pages. Files, this is where all the files for the course are going to go. So any of the, for instance, reports or forms or interview videos, photos, all that kind of stuff. It can also be here. It'll also be in the Google Drive as well. So then we go down here to our channels. So channels are very much like forums or chat threads. So CS2 evidence, crime scene 2 evidence. So these are all CS2, crime scene 2. Evidence collected at the scene and its interpretations can be discussed here. Use the pin feature to highlight important evidence in conversations. So no one has said anything yet in here. It's just a bunch of status notifications. But if I wanted to pin something that someone said, I would click these three dots here, and it would show the option to pin. So just to show you real quick, I will type that, and then I could go here, and I could pin that to the channel. Even though it's not an important message, it's just to show you guys. And then I could quickly unpin it as well. And then to declutter, I can also delete it. Follow-up questions. So Also pretty explanatory. The nice thing is it looks like Professor Darwin has put in the description of every channel exactly what it is for, so there's no confusion there. But I'll just read it through with you. When you review the evidence, official reports, and interviews, you may develop more questions. Use this channel to complete all questions that you have, to compile all questions that you have regarding the second crime scene. Functions the exact same way as the first channel. And then official reports, this is where all our official reports will go. And this is where very important evidence and conversations will be pinned as well. And then a general discussion. This is where you will see just anything relating to the case at all. It will all be in this channel, and all announcements will take place here. And all members are involved in this channel as well. So what you put here, everybody can see. We also have a Zoom meeting announcement right here. So this is a good place to find any kind of general announcements for the course. So for instance, if I logged in on a Monday and saw this, or on a Tuesday before class, I'd see this and I go, okay, so I know how to get to the Zoom meeting. I can click right there. Here's the password for the meeting. And we have some other options as well. For instance, if you weren't near a computer or anything like that, but you had access to a telephone, you'd be able to do that. Down here, we have direct messaging capability. So Slackbot is not a real person, but he is a buddy of ours that helps us. So he's kind of like the automated support within Slack. So I'll just show you how this works. Hey, Slackbot. I should probably capitalize his name because he's a real person. So I would say, hey, Slackbot, and we'll see what he says. I searched for that on our help center. Perhaps these articles will help. If I said hi, and he'll probably respond to that. It's going to be a great day. That's inspirational. So yeah, if you have any support questions for Slack, this would be the place to go. You can also chat to yourself. This is a good place to keep notes or draft messages, anything like that, any of your personal work or that you just want to keep separate from flooding the channel first, maybe things that you're working on, so keep that in mind. Then you could also send a direct message to another person. You could also send a direct message to multiple people. So I could invite multiple people into a direct message, and that's how that would work. And then you could also invite people to the workplace, but you won't have to do that. We're going to do all that for you. And then to see which apps are integrated, you can come down here. So Google Drive has already been integrated, so you'll be able to access the course's Google Drive down here, and then eventually it will say Zoom as well right below there. So that's pretty much it. It's a very easy program. This is all through the browser. You're more than welcome to download the application. The app works very similarly. I just prefer the browser because then you can have multiple tabs open doing different things, which is nice. Whereas with this, you're in your own separate window. But they work exactly the same, and this is available either on the Microsoft Store, the Apple Store, or even believe the Android Store, but the functionality is 100% similar. So no need to worry if you know how to use one instead of the other. They work exactly the same. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, you can always email me. I'm one of the graduate students. My name is Alon. Or you can email any of the professors or other support staff, and we will be more than happy to help you. So that is going to do it. Stay safe, everybody, and can't wait to see everybody on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.